Welcome back to our channel. This video will provide information regarding Donald Trump's surrender. If you like to hear and know more about Donald Trump, his life, make sure to subscribe to our account. The former president recently stated that he will surrender himself this Thursday. He is scheduled to travel from his golf resort in Bedminster, New Jersey, to Atlanta in order to surrender to the infamous Fulton County prison. Trump previously turned himself into the authorities in New York in April, on state charges connected to a hush money scam. Then in June, he turned himself into special counsel Jack Smith's investigation that relates to the improper handling of secret papers at a federal courthouse in Miami. Trump was also arrested earlier this month in Washington. He was charged by Smith as part of his inquiry into attempts to rig the 2020 election. The former president has already been charged criminally 4 times this year as a consequence of his surrender, which pertains to more than a dozen accusations related to his attempts to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. Defendants often go through a security checkpoint as they enter the premises before checking in for official booking in the lobby. They are led into a sizable, open space with stations for mug photos, fingerprinting, and medical examinations. Usually, a large number of defendants are being booked in the room at any given moment, together with jail employees and guards. Trump's security requirements make that perhaps improbable at this moment. Trump and his attorneys finalized his consent bond arrangement before Thursday, so the former president's processing through the prison will probably be finished shortly. Trump consented to a $200,000 bond as well as other terms for his release, including as refraining from slandering his co-defendants and case witnesses on social media. When Trump is arrested on suspicion of allegedly conspiring to rig Georgia's 2020 election, he will be freed from the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, also known as the Rice Street Jail. This is not always how criminal defendants are handled. Others have been there for months or perhaps years before being charged. The jail houses inmates who are charged with a variety of offenses, from misdemeanors to severe felonies, around the clock. Violence has long been a problem there. Trump will be handled similarly to other offenders, Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labott stated earlier this month. However, the former president, who continues to be under the protection of the Secret Service around the clock, may be granted some privileges for security concerns, such as not being shackled while in detention and not being compelled to take a mugshot. However, his reservation in Atlanta could be different in that regard. When Trump turns himself in, there will be a hard lockdown of the area around the jail, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office stated in a news release on Monday. That probably indicates that nobody will be able to approach. For 12 years, Devin Franklin served as a public defender in Fulton County. He said his clients frequently claimed that guards opened cell doors to allow for attacks. He remarked, they would call it popping the doors. The guards are supposed to be there to ensure a safe environment, yet it seems that they rather instigate a fight rather than preventing one. Franklin recalls attempting to transport a youngster who said he had to engage in combat with other inmates at the facility in order to obtain food. According to lawyers, stabbings happen often, and medical attention is subpar. A civil rights inquiry into the jail's circumstances was launched earlier this year, according to the U.S. Department of Justice, which cited violence, filthy facilities, and the death of LaShawn Thompson last year, whose body was discovered covered in insects. Trump called the prison a violent jail and a humanitarian crisis earlier this week. He said that the decaying jail walls have been turned into shanks by the guards. This all is not very reassuring when you think about it. However, will Donald Trump actually end up here in jail? Or will he find a way to escape this violent jail and exchange it for a more white-collar prison? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow and like our videos to keep up with the latest Donald Trump news.